prevent them from being able to attack.
Okay, got it! Thank you so much, mister!
My turn! Teach me something too!
Now then, Oliver, why couldn't this wait?
We need a force teleport right now!
Do you realize what you're asking? The mana cost necessary to pull off that sort of teleportation is simply staggering. And besides, it can't be used except in case of severe emergencies.
This is one. The Black Dragon, the boss on floor 92. There's a high possibility it's moved somewhere in the dungeon's higher, middle, or lower rooms.
What? That's impossible. You're saying the Black Dragon flew through a Fickle Gate?
I'm afraid so.
Furthermore, you have no idea where it ended up?
We don't, regretfully. Who knew a floor boss could use magic items? There's no way of telling when it could appear. Or where it is right now. There's even a chance that someone has had the misfortune of running into it already. That's why we're begging you to use the Force Teleport now and help save lives.
Guildmaster, the rules say we need to have a conference to discuss it first.
Are you listening? There's no time to call a conference. There are people in the dungeon with no idea of the danger they're in.
What do you want me to teach you?
Tons, but at the moment, I want to learn more about debuffs.
They're tough to get right.
Does that mean I'm not ready?
For starters, debuffs are a type of support magic, a very advanced form of it. As I'm sure you're aware, they're more influenced by the target's status than buffs. You need to understand how strong the enemy's magic resistance is, and then modify your spell accordingly. Also, floor bosses and powerful monsters you find in the deeper areas starting on floor 61 aren't affected by them as much. Even advanced adventurers who can use debuffs usually won't because they don't find them effective. An enchanter would need to learn the exact magic resistance of every monster, not just for these floors, but the deepest ones.
In short, I'm not ready.
Look, your first priority should be gaining as much experience as you can, and learning to master the buffs that you already have.
That's what I'll do then.
So, instead I'll teach you a fun way to use magic. Look behind you.
What was that?
It's what we call trap magic. It snares the enemy.
When did you set it?
This isn't the first time. I've been using this spell all 3 days.
I had no idea.
If you can reduce the risk of being attacked from behind, then the party can focus just on the foes in front of them.
Oh, right.
Being able to lay traps in advance like I did to restrict the enemy's avenues of attack and manipulating the battlefield so you have a clear advantage is another part of being an effective enchanter.
An enchanter's job is shaping the battlefield to our advantage. Right, I won't forget that. He's incredible. This is the kind of enchanter I've always wanted to become.
And lastly, you, Sophia.
We'll begin preparing the Force Teleport. And yes, this magic spell is big enough to remove every adventurer in the Great Dungeon. But it comes at a price. Constructing the spell and preparing mana takes time.
And you're going to be held responsible for letting this happen, Oliver.
You can't blame this on us.
We didn't do anything wrong.
How dare you call yourselves...
Quiet and focus all your energy on the spell. Don't forget there are scores of lives at stake.
Orin.
I would say you should start learning about parallel construction.
Parallel construction? What's that?
The ability to cast 2 or more spells simultaneously. Every advanced magic user needs to master the skill at some point.
Sounds like it's going to be complicated.
Not really. Once you learn the basics, anybody can manage 2 at once. There are some people who are able to juggle dozens of spells at the same time.
Dozens? No way! But hold on. How come parallel construction is such an important skill? As long as you can use special rank magic, shouldn't that be the only thing you need to be an advanced caster?
The deeper you are in the dungeon, the more monsters there are that can't be defeated using a single special rank spell. And even if you fire those off in a chain, it takes time to prepare. While you're setting them up, you're powerless. That's where parallel construction comes in. When you're halfway through casting your first spell, you start on the second one. Then casting suddenly becomes way more efficient.
I get it. Having less downtime between spells would be amazing. But now I'm worried about just how powerful the monsters on the lower floors are.
You should have no problem defeating them if you're firing off a chain of powerful magic attacks.
Really? It's that easy?
You can also choose to use weaker mid-ranked spells if you prefer, in tandem with your party's attacks. All magic works if it's used right.
That's super helpful.
You're already strong enough to fight on the middle floors. Have your elders in the Night Sky Silver Rabbits teach you more. I bet Selma would be happy to.
Sure, I would ask. But honestly, even though my sister would be a wonderful instructor, I think I'd rather have you be my teacher.
Excuse me?
Unless you would rather not?
I mean, I'd say yes, but there's one thing holding me back.
Orin.
As long as Selma says it's okay, sure.
Do you mean it? You won't regret this. Also, my sister does whatever I ask her to.
Maybe not this time.
We have finished constructing the spell.
We'll now begin empowering it with mana.
As soon as it's done charging, we'll begin the force teleport. As for you five, your party will defeat the Black Dragon.
Sorry, what?
We would, but the thing is, we haven't fully recovered after our last fight with it. Right, guys?
Very well, we'll head out immediately.
You can't give orders!
But first, there's a request I'd like to make.
New recruits are to stay in the safe zone. The chaperones will take care of the floor boss on our own.
Watch us. This is a good opportunity to learn some new skills.
Hey, Orin, you got our backs?
I'll support you so you can concentrate on the fight. This shouldn't take more than a few minutes.
How ambitious of you.
Guys, he just did that thing he was telling me about earlier!
Active defense is what he called it.
I'm gonna start including that in my training and level up as a defender!
He knew how the boss would react and cut off its escape?
Multiple spells? Looks like my sister can do 5 at once. That didn't take very long. I've never seen an enemy's movement slow down like that before.
He turned the battlefield to his advantage. I see. Unreal.
That's why the rest of the group was able to fully focus on attacking.
They really were working as a team.
Moving has won. Not a single action was wasted, so that's what an advanced party looks like. I want to be an adventurer exactly like them.
Luna, one thing I'm still unclear on is why you asked the Guildmaster to first pull everyone out on floors 40 through 50.
Because Orin will most likely be down there.
What's that dumb jack of all trades have to do with this?
In case it hasn't dawned on the rest of you yet, when you kicked Orin out, we instantly became the weakest S-rank party around. The Black Dragon will crush us.
We ought to banish you just for saying that!
I'll be as clear as possible. We can't fight without him. Whether or not we end up surviving this encounter is going to be entirely dependent upon Orin.
This one is all yours, Orin.
Huh?
After you find a way to declaw it, break through the shell to defeat it. As soon as you're done, we can leave. And start partying.
You make it sound like it's easy.
For you, it should be.
Yeah.
Sure you're going to be alright? A geek and crab shell is nothing to laugh at.
Yeah.
Here I go!
You be careful, Orin! We believe in you, mister!
Impact! so insanely strong.
He severed its claw with only a single swipe from his sword.
Impact. An original spell of mine that enhances your equipment's power and toughness, as well as your magic for a single instant, capable of multiplying it up to 100 times. I came up with it by chance while trying to solve an issue with my magic, so it kind of feels like cheating, but I need it to survive the deepest floors.
We'll take it from here. Well done, Orin. Everyone attack! Just as I had hoped. Good work these last 3 days. Let's head home.
Yes, ma'am.
I suppose my job here is done. I'm glad nothing happened.